a Jamiroquai show, a mixing of the 3 albums, a lot of happiness, funky, that's the word to describe it goes from the dawn of time to the funk of the 90s.
Bueno, ya estamos con Jamiroquai, Derek, Toby, Jay, una parte de Jamiroquai también mucha gente sobre el escenario, para una tercera entrevista. We were planning of doing like a review with interviews we've done in the past, just to see how you people are.
Last time we saw you at the Albert Hall, was it?
The Albert. Yeah. By the time you were just starting with traveling without moving, and I remember that I interviewed you, said like you were not sure about the United States. I said, if it doesn't work in the States, I'll go to Latin America right away. But it worked in the States, so it's a feeling like
it's difficult, isn't it?
It's like accomplishments, like I don't know.
Well, today we sold 1 million albums. It's pretty good for us.
It's about 5 times anything we did before, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's taken off a lot more so than ever did before.
If I tell you, there are so many funk bands like Los Tetas in Chile that are wearing Jamiroquai t-shirts on the stage. What do you think? Did you plan to go that far, like globally speaking?
I think that Jamiroquai is a very universal band anyway. The name is a universal name. It means nothing and everything, you know? So I'm very flattered that the Chilean bands are wearing Jamiroquai t-shirts. My next question is, how did you get the Jamiroquai t-shirts? Well, they probably got ones that I haven't even got.
And in terms of the soundtracks, I've heard a couple of songs for James Bond, one of that.
Well, James Bond we can't do this year for this next film. There's a possibility maybe as a last minute thing. I don't think so though. But we are actually, I believe we've been approached to do the Avengers, which is a Bond type thing.
We also did replace the tune for the Formula 1 in England.
I've heard about that. Yeah. So that's the ultimate dream, like your song.
Well,
Bond and Formula 1 is pretty much
Bond and Formula 1
close to home.
It's close to home, you know.
That was tricky because that tune has been there for about 3 centuries actually.
Yeah.
The last 25 years it's been
yeah.
So we did come up with one, a different version, didn't we?
So that's it. Talking about cars, I've heard about a McLaren.
Yeah.
Heard about a new car, like Formula 1 car.
No, it's a road car. It's the fastest road car in the world. 231 miles an hour.
Somebody else has the same addiction for cars?
Yeah.
You?
I am guilty.
In what? Lamborghinis, Ferraris?
I like beautiful cars, quirky cars. Yeah, we've got a Countess at the moment, a Mura, Lamborghini, it's 1968, and a French Facel Vega, which is 1962. Very beautiful, old classic.
Just take care. We just saw a broken Ferrari.
Did you?
Really?
This afternoon crashed one side, but heavily. Yeah, I remember about you.
But I've just sort of got a 355 challenge, so Jay and I are going to start getting into racing, I think, and try and keep the really fast driving off the track, you know, where everyone's going the same direction.
These cars are lethal. If they're in the wrong hands, they're lethal.
Very dangerous. Like, people on the track, come on, you're in sand, it doesn't matter.
The new single for Latin America is gonna be Cosmic Girl.
Cosmic Girl, yeah.
That's a reivindication of disco music. You wanna put it, say, okay, this is the real disco music?
Yeah. I think disco it's fun, it's good music. It takes over from house music in a way, you know?
Like in the future, there's gonna be like a new album, but also I've heard about a remix album of remixes.
Yeah, we were gonna do that. And I think what we're going to do now is put an EP out in April, and that will have some different remixes and some stuff some live things that people haven't heard that have gone on, like Japanese CD versions and stuff that people in England or people everywhere else haven't heard. And I mean, doing a remix album we just didn't have the time for, and then to try and come over here because now obviously everybody wants us over on this side of the water. You know, because it's taken off. So yeah, people are stopping me in the street and.
But what do you think about the remixes in the way it takes like Jamiroquai's music to another level? It helps to...
Or is it to like the basement level?
I think it's
the lower ground level.
Yeah, it's the lower ground level. Are good. Generally, I mean, some of the ones that are good are the ones that have come later on here. And now what we're trying to do is get individual people in the band, or us lot together, to do remixes, because I think there you get more of what you want, and it becomes, I think you should start giving it to people just willy-nilly. You know, they end up not putting a lot of effort into it, really. I find some of the stuff we've heard, we've been a bit disappointed with, because it's like they've just done the same for us as anybody else. And
what's that form, especially with the housey type remixes? Like,
Yeah.
It's like a formula, they take the same beat, and you go, oh, there's a new, I've heard that beat before, you know, it's on every single one. It's Groundhog Day and it's Jamiroquai, and we're back again. In a minute you're going to see an exclusive version of us playing Light Years for Most Wanted, which is our good pal Ray Coke's show, and it's coming up now.
yes.
Sam, so you won't forget about that. Oh, no way. I think South America is a very important place for us, and I think when people love your music and to be popular there, it's something that really, in my heart, I would love more so than perhaps even North America. You know, I'd love South America to be good for us.
I think for next year there's going to be plans to do a longer tour in Latin America.
Well, we need to make the album first, but yes, it would be nice to come for a couple of weeks in summer. That would be nice, yeah. But we're all very excited, you know, about getting there, do this gig, and then we've done the States, and then we're over there. Which is fun, because none of us have, only a few of us have been there. I haven't been there.
I've never been there. The last 2 weeks are like, just get America out of the way so we can go to Brazil, Argentina. It's like eating the worst bit of the chicken and saving the best for last.
You're back with us, Jamiroquai, and we're now going to play you the first video we ever did for a song called Too Young to Die, which I had to go out to the Mojave Desert on my own, and these guys managed to skank out of it.
No, I'm there. I'm just dressed up as one of the birds in the flock at the beginning.
How are you?
Yeah, I put on a cunning disguise.
Okay.
And I just wasn't there.
Anyway, this song's called Too Young to Die, and this is the first video that we ever did, and things have hopefully changed a lot since then. It's quite embarrassing. That was Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, a fine classic English tune. And one of the first videos of its kind, yeah. So we're going to go to a commercial now, and then we'll come back to you with Michael and Janet Jackson's Scream, which is a lot of money that one cost.
A lot of money.
And another video from one of the most progressive groups at the moment, I think, and one of my personal favourites. Daft Punk is a French duo. We never see their faces, they hide behind masks, and their tune is called Around the World.
Who directed that one?
I don't know, son.
It's like that though.
Hi, we're back again, Jamiroquai. Yes, that funky little English setup. And we're going to play you a video now from, well, these are people who are actually our friends at home, and they're a band called The Prodigy. They are the big 90s punk techno sort of thing, and this tune is called Firestar. An hour. It must have been incredibly painful for you.
What a nightmare.
But we're back. And now we're going to leave you, and we're going to go and do a show. Yes, we're going to go and do a show. Right now. We're late.
We're late. So we need to go. We've got to do a sound check.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye. See ya.